Hi guys, it's your boy the H once again talking that comics, that boxing and that wrestling. I should probably change the name of my channel to that. I might do, only because I haven't talked football since last season. But then again, I will talk basketball and the NFL. NFL season starts next week, and so I will be doing some predictions. I am an NFL fan, won some money last season. Obviously, the Patriots were in the Super Bowl, so it's hard not to win money when the Patriots are there and you get good odds. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So I see loads of different takes, and I say 90% of the takes on the subject are negative towards it. Let's go straight in. So KSI versus Logan Paul. Not number two. It is silly, I can't lie to you, that's why it makes you laugh. But yeah, KSI versus Logan Paul 2, or the rematch, or retribution, or revenge of, whatever you want to call it. Even though it was a draw the first match, I think if you watched it, and yes, I watched it, I know, slap myself. Yeah, KSI probably should have got the victory, but they've been training hard and they've been putting their millions and millions of pounds and dollars, really dollars, but we're in England, so I always think I'm saying pounds, into the process of getting better and better, training with the best, and they're gonna come and show us that they can truly box. No, let's be straight up, guys. I don't think either of them. Well, it's I shouldn't even laugh at it. It's a professional fight. I don't know if it was the first amateur then, or was that? It must have been amateur then. It must have been classed as a white collar or something. Do you know what's funny? I know about the MMA legislations and stuff. I don't know how the white collar legislations go, but I'm assuming you don't need too much more promoter's license for that. But in this case, according to what I've read, that it's going to be a professional boxing fight, much like Freddie Flintoff had that one professional fight, which he won but didn't look great in it. But yeah, he's done it. I need to stop cracking up. Sorry guys, it's a professional boxing fight, Logan Paul versus KSI. Alright, so let me do a quick explanation. So if you guys don't know who KSI is, he's been in the YouTube game 10, 11 years maybe. I have vivid memories of my brother's 22 now, my brother being 11, 12, and saying, oh, watch his videos with this guy, he's just FIFA videos. At the time, like, I hadn't played FIFA for years, but I was really into FIFA at the time, so was my brother. Not sure if he's plays either. But I was like, alright, cool, let's watch it. So I watched it and I was like, this is pretty boring. I'm not one of those guys, to be honest. I watched Up Up Down Down, which is a video game channel, mainly because it's with wrestlers. Obviously, you guys know I love wrestling. But in general, I don't really like watching other people play video games. Don't really get it. Doesn't really do it for me. But I understand that it's big money. I do get that. I've got cousins. Obviously, my younger brother's 22, but I've also got cousins who are 12, 8. I've got other cousins who are even younger, and it's a big thing. E-gaming is a thing. YouTubing is a thing. You can make money out of it. Like obviously, someone like me, I'm doing this for fun. I enjoy it. Obviously, you guys seem to enjoy listening to me at times. I think I'm quite knowledgeable on a vast array of sports. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. It's not really for me to judge, I guess. That's what I've been told. But I fully understand why KSI is a star, which a lot of the older, I don't make an age thing, and I'm not ageist at all, but all the guys who seem to be really anti it are in their late 30s, mid 40s or older, whereas people my age, just on 30 or younger, seem to be more pro it. But that being said, if you look at most of the YouTube channels, they're mostly run by guys like Boxing Talk with Arday, who think he's the late 30s or early 40s, Hatman's 40, 50, Sporting Icons, who's probably Matchroom's pocket, let's be honest, is in his 40s, 50s. It goes on and on, most of them. And like I said, it's not an age thing, but I do understand that I was on the cusp of knowing what e-games is, literally. So you've got to think, I was like probably the tail end of my generation, and obviously you guys can see I'm into comics with my comic tattoos and stuff, so I've got a bit more of a young mindset. And obviously I've got a little brother, and even though he's 8 years younger than me, we have quite a lot of common interests, particularly comics, wrestling, sports. He knows a little bit about boxing stuff as well, and MMA. So obviously that keeps me a bit young as well, keeps me knowing what's, I don't know if it was down the streets, but I kind of do you know what I mean? Whereas the older guys, they just don't seem to be that au fait with the young generation, and especially what's going on in terms of mainstream pop culture, in terms of AEWs, in terms of Rick and Morty, in terms of KSIs. So yeah, there's KSI and his sidemen and his people, and there's Logan Paul. But don't get twisted, I'm not a huge Logan Paul. I don't really know about Logan Paul. I only found out about him really when he started the hype to fight KSI. I know he's got a brother called Jake Paul, and I think his brother Jake actually fought with Deji, who's KSI's little brother, and I think Jake won. I did watch it, but it was a while back now, and it wasn't the greatest of spectacles, so I can't lie to you, I didn't fully enjoy or love the theatrics or the trash talking before is all a bit fake. But it is what it is. Like Conor McGregor said to Khabib, it's all business. At the end of the day, it's up to you how you want to interpret it, if you want to accept it as business or not. Anyway, let's get to the point of it. Majority of people have been completely trashing it. And guess what? As a fighter, I'll trash it. Like you saw me cracking up. It is a poor fight. But it's going to get huge revenue, guys. The younger generation love it. My cousin Kyan, he's going to be 13 this November. This was about, when was the last fight? Was it a year ago? Either a year ago or whatever it was. Literally, I saw him back maybe a few weeks after. First thing he said to me, "Do you see Logan Paul, the KSI boxing fight?" Literally like that. And I was like, yes, I did. He goes, everyone was talking about it at school. That's it. That's what it is, guys. All these guys, it's only £10 I think on YouTube. All these kids and their mates and their cousins and their brothers and everyone, they all had little like sleepovers, and they got their parents, because it's on YouTube, so you can watch it with them, monitor with them, nothing bad about it, and they watched it with them. And guess what? He did over 1 million pay-per-view buys on YouTube. Now it has the backing of the Zone, I believe, and of Matchroom, and Eddie Hearn particularly. Eddie Hearn's really big behind it. He got offered to get involved with it, and he did. I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, Billy Joe Saunders, two-weight champ, is going to be on the undercard. It's a disgrace." Mate, Billy Joe Saunders will probably make more money, and it'll probably give him a bigger audience than he's ever seen. His last fight was at Stevenage Borough Football Stadium. Like, I'm a football fan, but I couldn't, obviously since Stevenage, but I couldn't tell you the capacity. I couldn't tell you what league they're in. Like, I'm a general football fan. Like, I love watching England and internationals and everything like that, and the Premier League. But I don't really support a team in the Premier League. I just watch it all. And then I could tell you a bit about the Championship, and then MK Dons, my local club, so I could tell you a bit about them. But I couldn't tell you about Stevenage's or Accrington Stanley's, except that Accrington Stanley did a milk advert saying in Liverpool, it was in Liverpool, and they said Accrington Stanley, who are they? We all know that kind of stuff. It's pop culture, and everyone knows pop culture. But from being honest, Stevenage, I couldn't tell you about the stadium, nothing in at all. But everyone can tell you about KSI. Like, the young generation, guys, is huge. KSI is huge. Logan Paul is huge. This is a major thing. There's gonna be kids who've never heard of Billy Joe Saunders, and guess what? If he puts on a great performance, people are saying, "Oh, will they retain those viewers? Will these guys become boxing fans?" How do you know they won't? How do you know they won't? The way I got into boxing was literally, I think someone at school was like, because obviously I'm brown, they were like, "Oh, there's that little boxer, Prince Nazim. He reminds me of you," or something like that. And so I was like 8 years old, and I was like, I don't have a clue. But then as I got older, I remember sitting with my dad, and my dad telling me tales of the Dark Destroyer, Nigel Benn, and Chris Eubank, and Daz, and Joe Calzaghe as he come through, and then watched Ricky Hatton. I literally, I'm so happy to say I got to see the whole rise. His fight against Costa Zoo. I think I was in high school at the time, and like, do you know what I mean? That's what happens. And literally, it all started off in terms of like, obviously someone random was saying about Prince Naz, but then afterward, my dad just saying a few things, watching a few things, and he was a big Muhammad Ali, and he still is, and also Mike Tyson, and my dad's got some George Foreman. I always forget. He's a big proponent of George Foreman. He's a really big George Foreman fan. Anyway, so yeah, if your parents might get you into it, or you might just watch a random event. You might be, I don't know, preteen or a teen. You might see KSI versus Logan Paul, and then see this guy and think, "Oh, this guy's actually, he's good." You might look at the difference. They can see two guys who are just flopping and swinging like KSI and Logan Paul, unless they were technically adept in that previous time. Maybe they've been trained by Vasyl Lomachenko non-stop. I don't know. But anyway, let's assume they haven't. So you see Billy Joe, and you think, "Wow, he's got good footwork. He's got a good switch hitter. He's southpaw. He's really skillful. He's a really educated feet. He's got good fast hands. He can put some combinations through. Oh, now I'm going to become a boxing fan." And all the guys, especially Boxing Talk with Ade, and I like the guy. I follow him a lot. Obviously, got a much bigger viewer base than me. Doesn't mean I'm going to kiss anyone's ass and have to agree with it. I'm agreeable if something's what I believe in. If it's not, I'm not going to disagree. And I completely disagree when he says, "Oh, it might not get any basically you retain any viewership." I think it might do. Why not? Because the audience isn't going to be typical boxing audience. It's going to be a younger audience. Why can't you retain some of them? You can't be pessimistic all the time. I'll be optimistic. I reckon it will retain a few. Will it retain obviously hundreds of thousands? Probably not. Millions? Doubtful. But maybe tens of thousands? Maybe even just like thousands? Yeah, possibly. I reckon so. Will it do a huge number on pay-per-view? I believe so. Will it be one of the biggest market fights for years and years? 100%. Will it be all over YouTube and online and social media, which people underestimate, especially the old generation? Yes. Will it be a terrible main event? most likely. But will it be bad for Billy Joe's career? I don't think so. And they're saying Devin Haney. I love Devin Haney, guys, but Devin Haney hasn't got that audience yet. And Devin Haney is a young fighter, right? So I think the young guys who are watching it, or girls, they can watch it and think, oh, this guy Devin Haney, he's a bit older than us, like 7, 8, 9 years older than us. Oh, but why can't we get into boxing? Why can't we be David Haney? It might even inspire people to take up boxing. But yeah, all I see is a lot of negativity. KSI and Logan Paul too. I completely disagree. I think it's going to do wonders for the profiles of Billy Joe Saunders. Guess what? Bigger your profile is, usually the more you can monetize it and more financially secure you can be for you and your family. Same goes to Devin Haney. Whoever else is on the card, I don't see any negatives about it. It's 2019. YouTubers are massive stars now. KSI is a massive star, whether you want to see it or not. He's had, I think, top 50 hits in the UK grime and UK pop charts. Factually, is he a good rapper? Objectively, you will say no. Is he a good pop star? Objectively, you say no. Is he a great YouTuber? Objectively, you will say yes. He's an amazing YouTuber. And has he used his profile and his platform to become a worldwide star? Yes, worldwide he has. And just because average man might not have heard about it doesn't mean he's not a worldwide star. There's a girl that's in Strictly Come Dancing. Yes, I'm a Strictly Come Dancing fan. Don't crack up, guys. My stepmom got me into it years ago and I love watching it every year. That being said, I hate X Factor. I've never been an X Factor fan. I did watch it when I was a kid, but it's not something I'm into. But anyway, so when I saw the lineup this year, it's Saffron Barker, and my missus is a YouTube fan. My missus is literally late 20s as well, and she knows who Saffron Barker is. Lots of people know Saffron Barker is. She does videos and vlogging on YouTube. But it's funny, so I went on Instagram on Street Come Dancing, and all these old women, and they looked like 60. They're like, who's the Saffron Barker? I don't know who it is. Just because you individually might not know who she is, doesn't mean she's not huge. She's got 2 million, I think, Instagram followers, millions on YouTube. She's a star. Like whether it's a star in your day, as in a TV star or as in a journalist or author, there's a woman on there. I don't know what Clue is. Some woman called Anika. I don't know who that is. Who's Anika? Some old blonde woman. At the end of the day, it's different generation, guys. I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know who Anika is. I'm not going to Google her. I've got no interest. Do you guys see where I'm coming from? Obviously, certain things are going to be for everyone. Certain things are not for everyone. KSI and Logan Paul isn't for me and you. And guess what? I do class myself as one of you guys. I am a boxing connoisseur. I love Vasily Lomachenko versus Luke Campbell. I could go on about that. I could watch that fight again and again and again. There's nothing more exciting to me than watching the footwork of Tyson Fury or a Vasily Lomachenko or a Bud Terence Crawford, okay? I love boxing. I've watched the last, however many Olympics since I've been 12, 13. I remember when Amir Khan won a silver medal for England and Great Britain, 2004 Olympics in Athens. He won a silver medal. He lost to Mario Kindelan and the great Cuban, and then eventually avenged that defeat in a rematch. I got clear memories, vivid memories of that. I remember 2008 when James DeGale won his gold. He had his actual gold medal, and obviously James DeGale has just now retired this year after his loss against Chris Eubank Jr. I am a historian of the sport, guys, of boxing. I'm not a historian of pop culture, even though I know what's going on right now. I wouldn't say I'm a historian of Anika, whoever the hell Anika is, some TV person. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, I'm a boxing fan, but guess what? I'm also a realist. I understand that the YouTube generation is getting huge. I like to do YouTube videos not because of that, but because I want people to hear what I have to say. I believe I'm an okay or particularly erudite orator at times. Not always, it depends on my mood. It depends on what the actual subject I'm talking about is. Talking about that, I haven't got a mic yet. Don't know what's going on. I have ordered it, guys, so trust me, I'm listening, I'm reading your opinions. But yeah, it's my opinion, guys. You can completely disagree with it. You can all be Boxing Talk with Arde, and you can be on Hatman, and all these guys who are completely rinsing it, but I'm not going to rinse it. It's young guys making money, fair plays to them. KSI and Logan Paul do lots of for communities as well. Billy Joe does as much. He does some Goonie stuff as well. He does a lot of good stuff as well. Doesn't get seen or heard as much. I think it's going to help his profile and Devin Haney's. I personally think it's a good thing. I'm not going to hate on it. You don't have to hate on everything, guys. Not everything's for everyone. Do you guys know what I mean? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Cheers.